And hi, everybody. This is Rich Rosti, and this is the Silver Fox Blog. And thanks for stopping by. Silver Fox Blog is brought to you by Eastway Bowl, where there is something for everyone. Check out their specials, eastwaybowl.com. Well, recess is over. The bye week is past. The last bye week for the Sioux Falls Storm, it is past. There are new people that have been brought in to be evaluated by the Sioux Falls Storm coaching staff. But the decisions aren't going to be made until Thursday night. So at this particular time, I don't know who those new guys are going to be. And if they're going to be playing in the game this week against Omaha, we'll have to see. And like Coach talked about it in his show on Tuesday, at this point it is day to day who is going to be on the field. But after being at practice the other night, an intense practice, and it was just fun, to watch these guys because the level of aggression on the field, taking care of business, even in a drill that's not too much contact, there was contact. And these guys, they are fired up. They are ready to play against Omaha this coming Saturday. And the new guys, I saw some new guys there, talented guys have come in. But like I said, at this particular time, the decisions have not been made as far as who are going to be on the field this coming Saturday. But I have to believe that the guys are getting better. Big Daddy had surgery on his thumb, and that's in a cast, but he's going to be able to play through that. And other guys, as far as Snell, we don't know about that. I don't know about that right now. So we'll have to see who those players are that are going to be taking the field. But I guarantee you, they have not forgotten about that loss to Omaha 2 weeks ago. 43-37 in that wild finish game where there could have been, 2 touchdowns by the Storm, both called back on legitimate penalties, but things just got really weird at the end when the Omaha had a chance to put it away. Then they threw up a pass. Storm take it back for a touchdown, called back, a Hail Mary with a what you might call a hook and lateral run many times. Storm take that in, call back, and a penalty. The Storm was in a position to win it earlier, and then they were in a position to win it later, and Coach Riggs just doesn't want to be in the position that you have to depend on those types of plays late in the contest. So the Storm team knows what it's going to take to beat Omaha. They're going to be coming in riding high, and this is the third time that these teams have met. They have split before. Now, the Sioux Falls Storm had the same thing with Wichita. Wichita came in to the Sioux Falls Arena, Tryon Gym Field, and defeated the Storm, but the Storm got back at them down in Wichita. Now this time Omaha's coming into the Storm shelter 2 games in a row, divided by a bye. So they're going to be coming in, they're going to be riding high. They got a big win over Sioux City this past week by a score of 67-48. They're playing on all cylinders. Ben Sankey at quarterback. He had a ton of yardage in that contest, as Sankey threw for almost 200 yards. He had 4 passing touchdowns. Running back R.J. Rollins had 3 rushing touchdowns in that contest. And then the thing about Sankey, he'll throw to all of his receivers. He had a total of 6 receivers catching balls in passes in that contest against Sioux City. His main targets, McCardle and Simpson and also Avery, those are the guys that he's going to be throwing at the most, but McCardle just had a big game against the Storm, and the Storm are really going to have to lock that down. Also the big play, and that's something the Storm secondary I know has been working on very hard as far as that coverage. And I think Coach Riggs said it best when he talked about it in his show on Tuesday. Aggression. They need to have the aggression to go after the football and the confidence, knowing that you're going to have somebody over the top helping you. And that's, I think, that as far as the defensive secondary is concerned. Keys to this game, Sankey needs to be controlled. He's a big guy. He's about 6'3", 225. He can still run. He can still maneuver, and he can make up plays as he goes along. Contain him. get pressure on him, and that's when the Storm defense will have its best opportunities for turnovers, when you get him, flustered in the pocket. But that's tough to do. It's a very athletic offensive line. They have a tremendous defensive line that is always also very active, and they have a great nose guard. And so that's going to be an issue as far as the Sioux Falls Storm. They need to be able to get some improvement as far as the push off the ball right from the line of scrimmage. So that's going to be a critical factor in this ball game. But the Storm going to have a great crowd at the Sioux Falls Arena. Last time these teams played, over 4,300 fans there. We hope to have even more. We'd like to get up to that 4,800, maybe even push that the rafters out and get 5,000 people in there, because this is when the Storm are at their very best, when there's just, they play for the crowd, and the fans just bring so much energy to the Storm team. And to have the Storm fans there for the introductions of players, at about 6:45 or earlier. Get there earlier. The players really feed off of that. So it's going to be a big game coming up. Like I said, I don't know who's going to be on the field. I'd like to be able to tell you. I have some ideas about it, but I can't tell you at this particular time. But I know that Coach Riggs will put together the 21-man roster of the players that he feels will give the Storm the greatest chance of being successful over Omaha this week. And it's a critical ball game because the Storm has 4 very tough games coming up. Next week it's going to be at Colorado, then we're going to be at Billings, and then we're going to be home against Sioux City, and that'll wrap up the regular season. And very critical games as far as, getting the Storm the home field advantage for those first contests. So anyway, folks, come on out to the Storm game coming up this Saturday, 7:05 kickoff at the Sioux Falls Arena, and get there early and to be there for the players' introduction. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention, too, is if you can't make it to the game, you can watch it on the Internet as far as the B2 network. You'll hear our call, and then you'll also hear and be able to see the ball game. You can log on for no charge to the SiouxFallsStorm.com, and you can listen to the broadcast. You can see us in the press box. We can't show you the field because that's a contract with the B2 network. That's totally free, but there is also a chat room right next to it. We had a lot of people on that this past ball game 2 weeks ago, and it was really great to have the interaction there. And also you can ask us questions, and we can answer you on the air. So it's kind of a neat concept. And then, of course, locally you can hear it on Cool 107.9 FM. And then the games will be archived on the Storm website, so you can go back and listen to those ball games. Absolutely no charge to you. But this has been the Silver Fox blog, brought to you by Eastway Bowl on East 10th Street in Sioux Falls. Check out, they got a lot of stuff out there for you. Check out their specials, eastwaybowl.com. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll talk to you again next week. But this has been the Silver Fox blog. Thank you, and we'll talk to you again next week.